Yeah, so I have been happy to be part of the program so far. Um, Mostly because like taking action on your own is something that I've always struggled with, you know. So like the accountability reports, things like that. Just the program itself kind of helps me take action and feel like I have that pressure on my back in a good way. And so that's led me to take action, I think, which is probably what was hindering me most of my life. And I feel like a lot of guys have a lot of potential, but they're only not getting there because they're not taking action. When I started taking action, I got a long way to go, but I've been seeing some results. The most valuable part of the program, that's a good question, man. Um, I would honestly say it's probably two parts. One is just coaching feedback, you know what I mean? Like I think where I was coming from in life, if I'm gonna be honest, like, low self-esteem, stuff like that, struggling. So, you're talking to Julia, she's not gonna hesitate to be like, hey, this book is really gonna help you. Read this book, things like that. So I think seeing or having coaches give you insight in ways that you couldn't see has been really helpful. And then the other part is just the videos. You know what I mean? You can put those in, like, I work in sales on the road a lot, so you can put them on repeat just all day, get it in my head. And that's been very useful. So I'd say it's like those two things, the coaching and just the detailed videos. I think the videos help me mostly because they're just very detail oriented. You know what I mean? Little things, like an example would be like, you don't know unless you ask, which sounds straightforward, but when you break it down with bullet points, here's examples, things like that, it's like, oh, okay, now it seems more feasible instead of just this like general idea. You know what I mean? It's like the detail oriented type of videos really click with me, and I think a lot of guys. Yeah, well, my dating life was non-existent, I'm being honest, before the program. And after, and I had dated before and things like that, but um, I don't know, I need a lot of help. So only halfway through, like 5, 6 weeks in right now. But right now, my dating life is like much more vibrant. I've been going on a lot of dates, bringing women back to my place, been having a very fruitful dating life. It's been awesome. Met a lot of people, and I finally feel like I have like a little bit of abundance, and so it's not like that needy. Oh my God, if she leaves me, I'm screwed. It's like, well, there's a lot of fish in the sea, and wish them the best if it doesn't work out. So it's been a lot better. I'm meeting a lot of people, and I have no complaints. So my dating life was probably different before, not very good. Kind of like going back to what I was saying, like not taking action. You feel like you're a lone wolf out here, and when you're with a group of guys to help push you, you take more action. Um, and if I'm being honest too, like post pandemic, all that social life took a hit. You kind of lose self esteem, and it can be a bad spiral type thing. So you got to shock the system and get out of it. I think this program was exactly what I needed to kind of veer that path towards living the life that I want to live, where I'm going after what I want, which I do in work and things. But in my dating life, I had never really done that. So before was pretty, very bad, pretty shitty, to be frank. Excuse my French, but getting a lot better. That's for sure. I would honestly say it just was non-existent. No trying. Saw a beautiful woman, wouldn't approach. Didn't have online dating. I was kind of just apathetic, just cruising through life. Um, but then you see your buddies get married, your cousins get married, or have a kid, or just start dating more women, and it's just like, what am I doing? And it's like I've tried it on my own, it's not working. Like I clearly need to take some action, and if I need to pay a little money to go down the path, then so be it. Might have this program. I would say is expensive, but it's worth the money because I'm talking to my buddies. I'm like, how much do you spend on booze in the last 6 months? A lot more than I spent on this program, which has been great. So my dating life
Yeah.
right now, I would say, is just, I guess abundant is the right word. I have online dating profiles. I have solid photos, which I got from taking a photo shoot, which I never would have done had I not gotten that advice. Some witty prompts and whatnot, which I also stole from you guys, as you know. But I'm meeting a lot of women. I'm going out, and if we're clicking, great. If we're not, that's okay. And I have just probably three dates a week. A couple women I'm seeing concurrently, and if things work out with them, great. If not, we go our separate ways. And so right now, it's just I'm probably only been on like 10 dates, but 5 of them are like quality women I keep seeing week after week. So um, it's been great. It's just abundant. That's the best way to put it. Compared to before, I just feel better about myself. I'm just more optimistic about life. Just being alone 24/7 is a nightmare, as everyone I'm sure can understand. So I just feel like I'm more excited about life. I'm more excited to go out. I feel like, I still got a lot of room to grow. Only halfway through the program, but I feel like I feel much more optimistic, like I was saying, just about moving forward and having a brighter future overall. A result that surprised me is honestly that women were pumped to come back to my place. I never asked. I never did the, hey, you want to just come watch a movie, hang out? And they all said yes, or most of them, which I did not think was going to work. Worked like a charm, came back, had a great night together, and that shocked me. I was like, I cannot believe this many women came back to my spot. I just, it seemed like just so out of the realm possibility. You know what I mean? That like a woman would go out with me on one date for an hour and then be just like, we'd had such a good time. She would just love to come back and hang at my place. That seemed crazy, but it happens all the time. So I can't complain. Three other benefits I would say, first and foremost, is like, I feel like I'm doing better at work overall because when you get up and you take a cold shower, you work out, and you practice positive affirmations or like say what you're grateful for and your goals, just good daily morning habits. That's not just gonna help your dating life, that's gonna help your life. So I would say that's the first one is just a good morning routine to get me going. Um, I guess two other things. One would just be overall confidence. You know what I mean? If you can go approach a woman and take an L like a man, what can't you do? You know what I mean? So that's another big one. And then lastly, I guess I would just say, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like a lot better about myself, just improve self-esteem, something like that. Because I'm taking action, and when you take risks and there's some rewards, it feels good. I think going forward, the kind of impact this would have is just, I hope it like changes the trajectory of my life, you could say. So it was like the classic single lonely guy not taking action, shocking the system with the program, and reverting the other way where I go out and if I see someone I think is attractive, I can go talk to them. And if it goes well, great. If not, that's okay too. So I like taking action. I like being more social, and I think it's going to help me go down a path towards going after what I want more in life and kind of living the life that I want to live instead of just watching other dudes do it. I probably would have saved a lifetime if I'm being honest. Like I wasn't gonna do anything on my own. You know what I mean? Everyone says they're gonna do something or take action or go hit on that chick when you go to the bar, but nobody does. You know. But when you get in a program, there's a lot of guys, and it's accountability reports, and you have good advice and insight. And when you're struggling, there's coaches to come help you out. You're much more likely to go take action. So 3 months sounds like a long time, but it goes by in a blink of an eye. I'm not even done with it. And had I not done it, I'm not sure I ever would have taken the action needed. And I'm turned 32 yesterday, so time's going quick, and I want to start taking more action. And if I hadn't done this program, I'm not sure I would have, if I'm being honest. So going out, meeting women, high quality connections has been crazy, dude. Sometimes I'm like in my bed, I'm like, I can't believe this is my life. You know what I mean? Like I can't believe how open women are to coming out, having a good date, and then coming back to my place. It's like Jesus Christ, like this is not me. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I was in Vermont at work and just randomly met some woman on online dating. I was like, "You feeling spontaneous? Let's go out tonight." She was in my hotel room 5 hours later. Like that would never have happened the Andrew before this program. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to sleep around, but I'm going out, meeting people, having a good time, and if something happens, something happens. I'm not gonna complain. So it's been crazy. I would recommend this program to someone else for sure, and people might think it's expensive, but nothing worth buying in life is free. You know what I mean? So I recommend it because most guys are probably like me, probably weren't taking action, said they're going to do something, but you're on your own and you're not going to do anything. Quit beating around the bush. Like you're never going to take action on your own. And you know, I think the best way to do change your life is to get in a group where there's a bunch of people and coaches and just everything is in one place to help you do whatever you need to do to get to where you want to be. And odds are there's a young guy who's single, who's struggling and wants to have a fruitful dating life. And this program is going to lead them to do just that. So I'm only halfway done. I feel like I'm already getting there. You know what I mean? So a lot of room to grow, but I would definitely recommend this program for young guys who have been struggling. What would I tell that guy? Right time? I would probably say, I mean, time's ticking, and how old do you look at the last X amount of years? What have you done? You've probably been saying the same thing you've been saying for the last 5, 10, who knows, plus years. When are you going to make a change? Stop beating around the bush. You're not going to do the same things and expecting different results is the definition of crazy. Right? You're never going to get where you want to be unless you take action, and action is uncomfortable. The best way to do that is in a program like this. When everything's in one place, you have coaches all helping you get to where you want to go. So they might be expensive, but what is your future worth? What are your relationships worth? Right. So I would say put the money down and work hard, do it. It's uncomfortable, but it's definitely worth it. The reason it's been worth for me is because just the last like 8 months, 9 months prior to the program, I just hadn't dated, hadn't done anything, kind of depressed and all that. And my shock system, it's just I have so much more women in my life. My life's more fun. I go out and feel more confident, and it's just a step towards becoming the man I want to be. So it's been great. I feel like I always want to improve, and this program has helped me get to leveling up in life, I guess you could say, you know? Anything I like to add, I would just say thanks again. I mean, everyone's super responsive. Great group of guys online, and so far it's been a trip, and I'm looking forward to the next 6 weeks. So I can't complain, man. But thank you again.